Hi, everybody. Okay, well, what a day. So, in the NFC Championship, you saw Tom Brady kind of, shred an amazing team, the Green Bay Packers. Um, Brady's 43 years old. Everyone made such a big deal about Jennifer Lopez at the Super Bowl halftime show last year. And how old is Jennifer J-Lo? Is she 52? Like, oh, it's amazing. She's 52. Yeah, amazing. But Tom Brady at 43, what he did to the Packers today, and Aaron Rodgers, and I've loved football since I was a boy. When I was a little boy growing up in Miami, I used to take myself to the Miami Dolphin games all the time. I just loved it. Imagine little old me. Even now, I'm not that tall. Then I was really not tall. And I'd get on the bus, I'd go to the Miami Dolphin games. Bob Greasy was the quarterback of the Dolphins. It was all very exciting. Dolphins were a great team back then. But of course, it would be followed years later by the dynasty of the New England Patriots, who with Tom Brady won 6 Super Bowls. And I mean, that's like a crazy record because even my great hero, Terry Bradshaw, I was such a Terry Bradshaw fanatic when I was a kid growing up, even though I wasn't from Pittsburgh. I wasn't a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan, but I just loved Terry Bradshaw. And the Steelers were the dynasty of the day. And he won 4 Super Bowls. And then Joe Montana won 4 Super Bowls. But, Brady just like eviscerated their record and won 6. And now he's going to his 10th Super Bowl. Okay. What does all this have to do with Jewish values? It's simple. Tom Brady has taught the New England Patriots the price of ingratitude. Not the price of disloyalty, but the price of ingratitude. So let's break this down for a moment. I am not someone who believes in blind loyalty. A lot of people are saying, let's say the Jewish community and President Trump. President Trump has been incredibly good to the state of Israel, incredibly good to the Jewish community, easily the best friend that Israel's ever had in the Oval Office. Now, does that mean that the Jewish community should have blind loyalty to President Trump? Or if it had been another candidate, this isn't about Trump, it's about the issue of loyalty. If it's another candidate who's done amazing things for the Jewish community, do they deserve our loyalty? Well, yes, up to a point. Because loyalty works up to a point where you have to also be true to your values. What President Trump certainly has, and this is different to loyalty, is gratitude. The idea of gratitude, that we're very grateful for everything. And gratitude is supposed to make an indelible impression on my heart. You guys know how much I believe in gratitude. You know how much I believe in hakarat tov, recognizing the good that people do for us. So gratitude and loyalty are very different concepts. The New England Patriots never owed Tom Brady their loyalty because, let's face it, he was their quarterback for however long it was, 18 years, maybe 20 years, and he gave them his loyalty, and they gave him their loyalty, but it was transactional. They paid him really well, and he did amazing things for the Patriots. It was transactional. And the moment they felt that, the dynastic quarterback's era had come to an end because he was 42 and getting old, and they didn't make the playoffs last year, or maybe they only made the first round of the playoffs. I can't even remember. Someone remind me. So they decided they wanted to go with a new franchise quarterback young guy, and they'll just build him up. And of course, the Patriots didn't even make the playoffs this season. I think last season they did make it, and they got knocked out in the first round. Someone help me. But be that as it may, here's my point. While Brady did not need to command the loyalty of the Patriots, they don't have to give him blind loyalty. They're a football team after all. They should choose the quarterback who's best for them. He did deserve gratitude, a certain gratitude, that they would show him respect and gratitude for elevating them to become the greatest football franchise in history. And without Brady, it wouldn't have happened. But they didn't show him that gratitude. He kind of left, I don't know if it was in a huff, and I don't know, but with his tail between his legs, and comes to Tampa Bay, and everyone thought he's on his last legs, and he's kind of yesterday's news, and he's finished. But boy, did he show them. Tom Brady took a team that probably had no shot whatsoever to the Super Bowl. It teaches you a lot of things. Number one, it teaches you the price of ingratitude. The Patriots should have been more grateful and maybe even held on to him one more season, even if they thought he was past his prime because of everything he had done. Maybe. It's worth at least considering. Second thing it teaches you is that stop the veneration and worship of youth. I'm so sick of the worship of youth. A 43 years old, they make it sound like the guy's ancient. That's not that old. We are such an ageist society. So in the same way J-Lo kind of electrified the country at 52 last year, now you have Brady electrifying the country at 43, which is it's funny because normally, ageism works against women more, but we're more amazed that J-Lo can do that at 52 and Brady's 43 and we're saying he's even older. Take that, you guys. Turns out that ageism could be used against men as well, not just women. But it teaches you, secondly, what we could do at any age, that you're never too old to achieve your dreams. And third thing is it just teaches you about dogged determinism. I mean, this guy Brady's just a ferocious competitor, and he can't be denied. Fourthly, and this is why I'm talking about this, I did want to talk about loyalty versus gratitude and the differing concepts based on a values analysis. But here's why I really want to talk about this. Guys, it's just nice to occasionally see something that distracts us from all the rotten news. The coronavirus, which has taken so many lives and infected so many people and left so many people destitute and hopeless, and the political turmoil in the United States and the constant political partisan warfare, to see just a guy get on the field and electrify the country at the age of 43 and take a team from Tampa to the Super Bowl was just nice to forget about all of our problems and all the challenges of the coronavirus, and just some things are just extraordinary. Thanks, Tom. I'm not sure I'm going to be... Oh, by the way, I should also mention, none of this is a criticism of the New England Patriots per se. Their owner is such a phenomenal friend of Israel. There's nobody like him. He's just an extraordinary, Jewish philanthropist and very, very good man. So none of this is a criticism of the Patriots or their management. I'm really trying to analyze this, macrocosmically beyond the microcosm of just Brady and the Patriots. I'm trying to look at this, more widely. And sports is not as important in showing gratitude as in other areas of life, because it's still a game. It's still a game. Let's not forget that. But and I have immense gratitude to the owners of the New England Patriots, who, as I said, are just extraordinary in the Jewish community for all their philanthropy, their public support for Israel. And still, I'm really happy for Tom Brady tonight. God bless you all.